Look at that fellow biker. He's just awaking from a beer/milk coma provided by the amazing chef. And as you can see, he's kind of passed out at the moment. He's dreaming of Ducatis and big V-twins.
You don't know, maybe he likes a Vespa.
Oh no, we haven't reared that kind of a child. Rides a Vespa, we're gonna have to send him off to, what's those schools where they send people to like, put God back in them? Re-education schools. You did a pretty good job. Today, we have met a friend. We've met a friend in Alicante. His name is Carlos. He has a GSXR 1000 K7, I believe. And we're going out to meet him today. We're going to do a route called El Campello, which is like a really cool coastal route. And I've got some really cool announcements today. Some kind of stuff you wouldn't expect, not gonna lie. But number one is I've got an announcement for hard work. The Motorcycle Live entrance tickets. You could be the lucky winner of a ticket to Motorcycle Live for any day that you want to. I think it's running from the 16th to something of November. So I've got 2 tickets to give away. One will be on YouTube, the other one will be on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Insta, go follow me there. I'll put the thing here somewhere, the tag, so you can find it out. So there'll be 2 competitions, one here and one on Instagram. Details of the competition will be at the end of the video, how you can enter and stuff like that. We had a really good uptake of it last year. Loads of people won tickets, which is really cool. And I got to meet loads of you at Motorcycle Live, which is sick. So me and Hugo, I'm taking Hugo again this year. Gabby's not coming, unfortunately, because of the baby and things like that, but I'm flying back to the UK for a week. So I'll see you at Motorcycle Live. If you win the ticket, fantastic. If you don't, I'll still see you there. It should be a really good event. Really looking forward to it. Got the Ruroc Atlas, the Ember, finally all set up with the GoPro at the front. I've had a couple rides with it. It's a pretty helmet. It's got a really nice feel to it. It's kind of like a matted kind of rubbery texture. And it comes with a dark visor as well. As you can see, there's that's not a Ruroc branded pacifier, trust me. But it's got a really cool magnetic clip there, and it's got the place up here for the Atlas sound system, and it's called Shockwave, which is coming out soon, I believe. It looks cool, but it is very, very loud inside the helmet. That's my one complaint with the helmet at the moment. If you are going to be doing high-speed riding, and I mean anything over sort of 50, 60 miles an hour, so highway speeds, or to be comfortable with this helmet, you're gonna have to wear earplugs. Unlike the AGV K3 SV, which is this one, and pretty much all of my other helmets, I have Sharks and other bits and bobs. They're pretty quiet. This is a fairly noisy lid, at least I thought it was compared to the Shark. But then when I put on the Ruroc, I was like, holy sweet shit, it is so freaking loud. I can't hear myself think, and you know, it's super loud. You can put the vents up inside. There's a little weird slidey thing inside the helmet, which you can't see at the front. But I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't really help. Simply because you have vents here, and you have these 2 air vents on the side here, and on the side here. Because a lot of people have been asking me about this helmet. Oh, Dublade, well, how is the helmet? Is it good? Is it a good helmet to buy? It is on the pricey side. I believe it's like £400 to get these. They are brand new. It's a unique company, Ruroc. They typically make ski helmets, but this is their first attempt at sort of the motorcycle market. Really good in crash, apparently. They're really highly tested. There are some negatives to them, so I will be doing a review of this at some point in the near future. But it is a stunner. It looks really sick. Finally, before I actually get on the bike and go meet with Carlos, I'm actually gonna announce something today that a lot of you will probably be like, but Dublade, what the fuck are you doing? I'm guaranteed that's what's gonna happen in chat. But it is something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I'll go into the reasons why, and I hope you guys will appreciate it. And I think it'll be a really good move for me, because I wanna start doing this more. And a lot of you are gonna be like, oh, but you already have this, and now you're gonna go to that, what the hell? But no, hear me out, we're gonna talk about it in this video. I'm sure some of you will have your thoughts on it, and I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh, but you're an idiot, no. But it feels good to be back on YouTube. It feels good to be talking to you guys. I missed you a lot. That sounds really strange, but it's true. But you know, life got in the way of things a bit. Happy days. Enjoy the video. bit of a shit. Actually turns out that Carlos can't actually make it. Poor lad. He's stuck with babies and various commitments like that. I kind of know the feeling at the moment, I must admit. Don't know if you guys can hear, but it's absolutely kicking off at this petrol station. They've got some serious tunes. Bruh. I need to go find out what the hell that was. So I'm sure you'll meet Carlos on another trip out. He's a really good lad. Gracias. He's a really top lad, really nice guy, speaks fucking amazing English. Like pretty much better than me, or most English people that I know at least. And he has two really cool bikes. He has a GSXR K7, GSXR 1000 K7, and a Suzuki, I want to say, I don't know, I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's a 1000, it's a TL 1000, there you go. Suzuki TL 1000. That looks proper mint. We're gonna go this way, I'm not gonna go on the highway. Look at that giant rock. A Suzuki TL 1000 that looks absolutely awesome. Like, that thing is clean. It's like from 1990, God knows when. That thing was hauling ass, and I must admit I was even a little bit kind of like, oh, I'm being put in my place here by a motorcycle from the 1990s on my orange Lamborghini, which is essentially what this is. There was a sofa that got into a fight and lost. Oh my god, that was seriously f***ing dangerous. Oh, I nearly had a big accident there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was an absolute shitload of rubble. Okay, serves me right for driving like a twat. Come on, mate, let's see how fast you can make it. What's it doing? 53. Look at that butt clenched together. That butt is clenched. 59. 61. Oh, fucking hell, mate. These road surfaces are shit. Gotta love the V-twin torque. Where is I going? Okay, we're going this way. Kitten pussy. So, just to give you a rundown about what's been going on. So, I had a son, and that kind of took away all of my attention, essentially. So, and I thought I would take a break from YouTube for that time that Ollie was kind of in gestation, essentially. And it kind of led on, and I started having to work really hard at work, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to be bored with the bullshit. So that's what happened. And I actually think I needed a break. I never thought I would be that YouTube guy who was like, oh, I'm burnt out, man. It was never like that. I don't think I was burnt out, but I just wanted a break from YouTube. It wasn't burnout. It's just I wasn't feeling as up for it, essentially, which sucks because it's a hobby, but that's literally what happened. I wasn't feeling as like, oh, this is something I really want to do right now. Just to give you a bit of a insight into the labour of Oliver, it was fucking awful. Like, it was genuine shit. I absolutely hated it because there were some complications. Man, labour is a scary motherfucking thing, I'm not gonna lie. 100% this guy's gonna go into my lane. Watch him. I did alright. Shocked a little bit, I must admit. Maxi China. Sounds like a porn star name of an Asian lady. Labour was awful, literally because they gave, I don't know what happened, but Gabby had a bad reaction to the epidural. And actually it got to a point where she fucking passed out and her heart rate went to like 29 or 25 beats per minute, and the baby's too. And that was fucking shit, because I was just standing there in the corner like completely helpless. Like, I ran out and I was like, you mother nurses, este una problema con el corazón, in my very limited and awful Spanish. I was like, there's a problem here, can we please do something about it? And they kind of came in, tapped the baby monitor. They were like, oh, it's all fine. Bitch, please, in the Kia. Wow, and they came in and they were like, oh, there's no problem, tapped the thing. And like Gabby was like, she couldn't talk to me, she was fucking unconscious, right? And I was like, there's a fucking big giant problem here, do something about it. And then they just came in, they were like, yeah, no problem. Left again, came back out, and then boom, all the alarms went off because her heart rate had basically dropped to fuck all. So I was basically just freaking out, like this is it. I'm gonna see my wife dying. This is what's happening right now. And thankfully they fixed it. They took her IV fluids, they threw it above her head and was squeezing that motherfucker. And managed to sort out the situation. But yeah, it was pretty shit. And then because of the epidural, her labour stopped, and they had to restart it again with some more drugs, and then the baby's her temperature started going up, and then the fucking baby's heart rate was like at 200 beats per minute, and so they were like, right, we're gonna have to do a C-section. But then Gabby was a total boss woman and literally, without having any contractions, pushed Oliver out of her body. Pretty mad. Literally, she was just like, fuck it. That's probably Diesel all over the road. She was like, fuck it. This baby's coming now. And I'm going to push him out. She literally pushed him out. No problems whatsoever. It's actually mad. Total madness. And I'm squeamish, so I was like, okay, I would have planned that I wasn't going to be in the blast zone of any sort of blood or anything like that. I had planned that I would be by her head, you know, and it would be fine. But I had to hold her leg up because they didn't have enough doctors and nurses and midwives to actually do the fucking delivery. So I had to like hold Gabby's leg up at like a 90-degree angle so that she could actually squeeze Ollie out. And oh my god, but I handled it. I'm pretty squeamish when it comes to needles and stuff, but handled it like a champ. I must give myself a pat on the back for that. Yeah, I mean, ultimately it was a rather shit experience, but at the end of the day we have a really happy little boy that has appeared. Oh, you cocking, twatting, fucking dickhead. Oh, he's going into a strip club, mate. Those two Porsches are going off into the... I think it's actually a whorehouse. Not gonna lie. That there is a whorehouse. Or a brothel is probably the more politically correct term. But literally, yeah, they're a bunch of prostitutes. They hang out there and they fuck men for money. And those two gentlemen in the Porsches who cut me off are on their way to have a rather STI infected good time, I would imagine. So look, this you would never have in the UK. Like, this thing is freaking terrifying. Woo! It doesn't look like there's any cars. Just a bit of weird amounts of mud. I would love to have a little single-cylinder motorcycle just to smash it up and down these little roads. Like a KTM 390 or a KTM 690 would just be like the fucking perfect bike for these roads. Prohibito verte escombros, whatever that means. One of my favourite roads actually, just down there. He's probably going to stop and say, "You alright, mate?" Or not. Just didn't even look at me, that dude. He was just like, yeah, fuck you. I'm going this way. Oh, I tell you what, she is a dirty beast at the moment. The other thing is, I'm thinking of selling the RC8. Shock horror. And you'll all be asking yourselves, but Duke Blade, why would you do such a thing? Why would you get rid of this magical orange beast? Well, the answer to that question is pretty simple. It's one, in Spain it's worth a lot more money than it is in the UK. In Spain it's worth about 8 grand. I bought it for £5,500, so I would make a little bit of money. muy importante, especially when you have a baby. That's the boring adult shit out the way. The real reason is I'm not going to sell it and then actually keep the money. I'm going to sell it and buy 2 motorcycles, which I think is infinitely more intelligent. Those 2 motorcycles will be, number 1, more kind of fun for these kinds of roads, the roads that I sort of ride every single day, that you can't really use a close to 1200cc big Austrian V-twin on. It's just pointless. You can't use it, and this thing, the engine has to be spinning in order for it to be fun and to work smoothly. It has to be going fast. The KTM is not the best suited bike for this. Number 2 is that I want to do a shitload of track riding. I met with a really cool dude called Justin. He's an engineer or a mechanic on one of the British superbike teams. He's owns his own mechanical shop here in Alicante, and they do circuit racing a shitload here in Spain. They do a lot of circuit riding. This, for me, the KTM RC8, me as a novice track rider, for me, the RC8 is not the best bike for that job. But it is not smooth on the track. It will get absolutely wrecked by something like an R1 or even an R6, I'm fairly sure, would destroy the RC8 on track because it's just a smoother bike. So I'm actually thinking of selling the RC8, buying a second-hand R6, like a 2006, 2007, since they did the facelift on it, R6. That will be the dedicated track motorcycle for Duke Blade, and I'm going to basically be going to all of the tracks around this region because there's so many. There's Cartagena, there's Almeria, which is kind of like about an hour away. There's Valencia, there's Chester. There's so many tracks in fucking pissing distance from my house, and it's a huge shame that I'm not taking advantage of that. So the KTM will be sold in Spain. If you know anyone who wants to buy a very pristine, 20,000 kilometers KTM R8, hit me up. But the KTM will be sold in Spain. I'm going to buy an R6, deck it the fuck out for track. It's going to be the sexiest track R6 in the world. It's going to have all the cool jizzy bits on it, quick shifters. I want to really spend some money on it. And then the third point is that I'll buy something like a supermoto for these kinds of roads. And by supermoto, I mean anything with a single cylinder. So that's like the 690s, Dukes of the world and things like that. I think that would be a really cool bike to have on these roads, and just a great road bike. So I'll have best of both worlds. I'll have a track bike and that, and I love this KTM RC8. Do I use it to its full potential? Absolutely not. Would I take it on track? Yes, but I would ride like a massive pussy, and I actually want to get better at track riding, and I don't want to be scared of the bike. So that's why I'm looking at an R6. I want to take you guys with me to all these track sessions. I really think it's going to be so much fun for this channel to do track riding, and then also just to monkey about on the single cylinder stuff around these roads. That's what I love. I want to experience the whole world of motorcycling. I also have the Scrambler build that I'm about to finish. We're ordering all the parts for it now, and so the Scrambler is nearly completed. Excuse the mental helmet hair, literally just getting back home now. But yeah, that is what's going to happen. I don't know how I feel about selling the KTM, but I think that's what's going to have to happen. It's a great bike. I love it to death, I really do. It's not where my priorities lie at the moment, to be completely boring. And I think it's time that I had a little change up. So this mechanic dude called Justin, who's a British guy out here, he's actually invited me in to come do some videos for him next week actually. So I'll be super excited. There's a Panigale V4R that we're gonna have on the dyno, and he's gonna be stripping it out and doing all kinds of cool shit to it. So that'll be some exciting content for you guys to look forward to. And on top of that, then, so we have the competition for the motorcycle. There's a fly that went fuck off. The competition for the motorcycle live ticket. So we're going to have 2 tickets. One is going to be given away on YouTube. One is going to be given away on Instagram. So to enter, it's really this fucking fly. To enter the competition on YouTube, all you have to do is comment in this video with MCLMYFACE, Motorcycle Live My Face. this fly, I will actually destroy all flies in existence. MCLMYFACE. If you want to win the ticket to the Motorcycle Life competition, you can come whenever you want on the times that the runs. It's from the 16th to the 20th, I want to say. So if you want to go any time on then, you want to win the ticket, we gave away loads of tickets last year, then comment below MCLMYFACE and I will pick somebody at total random. I'll put all the names in a hat and I'll pull them out, and then that person will be the winner of the ticket. So MCLMYFACE. MCLMYFACE. Put it in the comment section below and you'll have an opportunity to win that Motorcycle Live ticket. I'm really excited. I hope to see you guys there. Gabby should be back on the bike really soon. They said, the doctor said she has to wait 6 weeks before she can ride a motorcycle. Kind of sucks, but Ollie's already nearly a month old now, so 6 weeks and she's nearly back on the bike soon, so I'm super excited for that. Thank you so much to everyone for sticking around and watching these videos. I really appreciate it. You guys have been so supportive since my off period. I really thank you guys for sticking around. So MCLMYFACE in the comment section. Win the tickets. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.